Followed by Bobby Fonta. Preston Michaels. Hunter Guerrero. Coach Dodson. Hydra. And Shane Storm. Nikki Benz.
I'm in the battle royal. I'm in the battle royal. I'm in the battle royal. I'm not going in there now.
And Chris Idol.
Hey, you shut the door, you're out. Oh, come on, you cheated. No, you're out of here. You cheated. You gotta go.
Moving to business today. The final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Get out of here.
Come on, baby. Come on. It's time to go to Western Sizzling. Hey, come on. Let it go.
Last gas, baby.
Hey, I'm okay. What?
Yeah.
Brother, what are you doing?
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of your match, the Star Child, Preston Michaels. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a tag team match, I believe. Coming to the ring first. This is Jay Sin and Versetti, the Street Sweepers.
Face. Kill that music. We got some important business to take care of.
Make sure you tell us sleep together.
Sleep together. All right. All you Harley riding, redneck West Virginians.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
All right, in case you don't know who we are, stay away from my package, pal. Nobody touches my package.
Jeremy Carter.
He can touch my package, but nobody else can.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ultra Dragon.
Get up here, Dragon. We've had enough of this. Enough of that head wiggle. Enough of acting like a clown. Tell these people who you are and tell them what you're here to do.
Oh! No more mess!
Oh, see? I live in this stinking town. Just let y'all know, we're gonna have a fight! Look at you! Look at these guys! This is the personification of Satan! Right here!
There they are. Get
Look at these idiots! Look at these idiots! Excuse!
All right, look, enough of this. You people are looking at the top indie talent in the country.
Top indie talent! Top indie talent!
Not only are we in the best shape of anyone in the back,
I'm a man! I'm a man!
not only are we the best looking of anybody in the back, but we're also the best wrestlers. Wait, who are these guys?
Come get you some! Come get you some! Whoop his monkey ass! Right here! Come on, D-Lo! Bring it up! Come on, baby!
Come on, Sid! Gotta get our butts back to the city! What happened? Come on, Sid! Come on, kick out! Come on, people! Let's go!
Don't you clap, you stupid idiot!
We're right here!
Come on, baby!
Don't turn around! Don't turn around! No! It turns around!
Come on, boy, get up!
Come on, Sid! We're right here! This way!
Come on!
This way!
Come on, baby! Get up!
How's my hair look, ladies?
Yeah, baby! Come on, 3 count.
Maggie pack. Suck on that!
Get him out of the ring, Rob! Come on! Get him out the ring! Get him out of here! Get out of here! Rob, get in door! Come on, guys, come on! Give it up! Come on, Silver! Come on, give it up! I'll break your neck, kid. Count him out. Get him out of there. All right. Come on. Hey, he's up too. One more. Two. Cut him off. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Get him out the ring! Come on! Get him on! Let's go! You want to see how we sweep together? Come on! Get up, baby! Get up! Get up! Come on, baby! Oh, shit! You went the wrong way anyway. No, I didn't. I'm gonna go toward the body. You gotta go toward the hood, idiot. Come on, Frank! Get over here! Come on! I know. I went towards your body. Come on! Watch out.
And his opponent coming to the ring now. This is Jay Lethal.
Shut up! Somebody say shut up! Yeah, let's see this start.
Okay, watch this, watch. Let's go! Come on.
Hold on. I will kill all of you. I will kill especially you, fatty. Especially you, fatty. And you too. Oh, you want some? Hey, come on. Hey, let's move back. I got him. Here we go. I'm gonna show you how to wrestle. I'll show you how.
The steps. Hey, how about you?
Come on, heroes! All right. All right, hold on. You got the best of me. Give it up.
Give it up, Chris.
Give it up. Give it up. Hey, get up the head. Up the head. One. Open it up.
Who's on top now, baby? Who's on top
Hey, stay out of the throat. Knock it off. Stay out of the throat. Who's in the throat? Come on, knock it off.
He's not going anywhere. He's going home a loser. That's what he's doing.
Stay off the throat. One. Get him out of the corner. Get him out. Men down.
One. Don't you clap, I'll kill you. Two. You clap, I'll kill you.
Hey, can you continue? Sure. 2. You got enough. 2 count. 1, 2. It came up. Up there, 2.
And yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me introduce, coming to the ring now, this is Bill Apter, and this is Apter's Alley.
Hey guys. Hey Tim. All right, we got it. Thank you. Hello, Scotland, Virginia. Algonia running wild. And we got a great night in store for you here tonight. And right now, this is Bill Apter, and welcome into Apter's Alley. My special guest this evening, ladies and gentlemen, has become a world-renowned author. You all know this man. He's been around these parts, and there is some controversy in this book that I want to talk to him about. Some very salacious moments. Ladies and gentlemen, also hailing from New York City, here he is, the Boogie Woogie Man.
talk to you.
Hold it up. First of all, people, I want to set everything straight right here with wonderful Willie. You know, Willie, you come out here in a suit and a tie. You know where you at today, baby? You at Hulkamania, baby.
I like it.
Now, baby, you looking clean, Jack. Ah, give it up, State Virginia. Give it up one time. Listen, Boogerman feel good. I'll tell my people, my brothers and sisters, I'm all so glad that y'all came tonight because we gonna ball this water, climb the wall. Old time, you believe, blood's gonna flow like wine. Yeah.
Now, Boogie, I gotta talk to you. As you know, at Apter's Alley, I like to get down to the facts. On page 115.
No. You can't read that here. The women and children out here. Don't read that one now, brother.
How about, by the way, have you all heard about this great book? Woo Mercy Daddy? Jimmy Valiant's biography. It's on sale at the table here, by the way. But on page 216, you mentioned about this woman.
No. You can't read that one either. Well, let me tell you what you can read, people. The Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, started wrestling in 1964. I wrestled till 2004. That's over 40 years of this great sport of professional wrestling. Now, really, listen. I have wrestled in over 10,000 matches, and I drove 4 million miles on U.S. highways. So you people, if you think there's a few stories in between that, brother, there is in my autobiography, Woo Mercy Daddy, Welcome to My World, the Jimmy Valiant story.
Let's then talk about 313. And page, go ahead. Let's see if we can talk about this one. Page 313.
Okay, 313. Now, people, we can talk about this here. And this is all really, this is about self-defense.
Self what?
What did you say?
Self-defense?
Self-defense. Yes, this is about self-defense. Now, all the people out here, especially the women and children, I know these Virginia boys, man, they take care of themselves. But the women and children, hey, people, hey, do you want to see the Boogie Woogie Man show Wonderful Willie Apter a little self-defense, huh?
What do you have in mind? This is going to hurt me, is it?
No.
I'm a journalist. I'm a coward.
I know you from the Big Apple, but baby, this is going to help you in the Big Apple, the big life. All right, this is...
Jacket off right here?
No. You can leave it on. Hold it. First of all, Willie, I want you to put your right hand straight up in the air. All right. Now, Willie, I want you to put your left hand straight up in the air. Are you ready? Are you ready to rock and roll? Are you ready to boogie? Woogie!
Self-defense. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hulkamania, and let's kick it off and get it started. And thanks for visiting Apter's Alley. Boogie Woogie, let's go back there and do some commentary. Thank you, everybody.
Really, all right.
ladies and gentlemen. That's not around Bill Patterson with Tracy Brooks.
And Lollipop, number 1, we're coming out here. Let's go, baby! Rock and roll! Let's them up!
Man, Jimmy Valiant, thanks for the kiss.
Listen, baby, hey, you know something, Willie, man? You got the sweetest sugar, man, this side of the Mississippi.
Well, speaking about sweet sugar, in the ring right now, we've got Tracy Brooks and our partner Pitbull Patterson against Short Sleeve Samson and Lollipop. And what the heck is Jackie Gator doing around ringside?
I have no idea, you know, but hey, this is something really the fans really, they're really getting into is a mixed tag, you know. Hey, after wrestling, you know, 40 years, you know, I enjoyed it myself, you know.
Well, you were in a lot of mixed tag team matches. I do know that, Boogie Woogie Man. And right now we've got a...
Oh, did you see that? Willie! Man, little Pitbull, he came flying out there through the bottom rope, man, right onto the cat outside.
Tracy Brooks now slamming Pitbull on the floor.
Shut up!
Pitbull Patterson, Short Sleeve Slam Samson outside the ring.
Who's the midget now?
Lollipop, she looking clean, ain't she, girl?
Lollipop's always looking clean. All right, now we've got the midgets in the ring. It is Pitbull Patterson and Short Sleeve Samson. And what do you know about Pitbull and Short Sleeve, Boogie?
You know, I tell you, years ago, you know, of course, they had the circuit. The boys would come in, the midgets, you know, from either Kansas City or Canada. Skylo, oh my goodness, you know, French and Lamont, oh, Fuzzy Cupid, got all the boys, you know, and then they sort of disappeared, you know, but I'm glad to see these boys back, hey, and they're real good looking kids,
and
you know.
high-risk maneuver at this point. Looks like he's going to lose his balance.
Oh, man. Good.
Off the rope and caught with a smash to the midsection.
How about Little Tokyo years ago, huh?
I remember Little Tokyo.
Oh, man.
And some of the great midgets here right now. Tracy Brooks not offering to take a tag from Pitbull Patterson.
But I think he's tagged her already. Yeah, she's got to go in.
She doesn't want to go in. Arguing with her own
referee, Albert McClure.
Yes, he's fine referees here at Ward Family Promotions.
Yes, you know, Marvin Ward and his family, he did it again, you know, at Hogomania. I mean, it's a sellout crowd, man. I haven't got the count tonight, Wonderful Willie, but it's jammed, brother.
It is jammed right here at the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson dealer.
One for a pin, too. Got two.
Kicking to the midsection, Tracy Brooks. There's a smash to the face, another one. And again, four forearms. Tracy Brooks now making a comeback with a knee to the midsection and taking a handful of the hair of Lollipop.
Yeah, she's a rough cat there. You know, a lot of bikers here today, a lot of families, you know, coming in and out, but you know, Ward's Entertainment is all family, you know, it's family entertainment.
Family, and right now families enjoying Tracy Brooks and Lollipop, but Lollipop is not enjoying this right now as Tracy takes her onto the rope and choking her on that second rope.
Oh my goodness, you know, little Pitbull, man, he had the referee's attention there, and she got away with a little bit.
Tracy with a pair of knees to the back of the beautiful Lollipop. Hey Boogie, if you could date one of the two of them, which one?
I think I'd go for short sleeve Samson.
No, I was talking about the girls.
Oh, the girls.
Not the midgets? Not the midgets. Now I'm going to start worrying. Wait a minute. Our referee, Albert McClure, now getting a face full of Tracy chest. Tracy now going for the pin, but McClure has been blinded by her.
The referee could have counted to 5 right there.
The referee was kind of blinded by her chest.
Shut up!
Yes,
there.
Blinded by the light.
Tracy now whipping Lollipop into the rings, comes over with a flip, and now trying to take Tracy down with a handful of trunks.
Trying to make the tag. Referee's in spot to see it. Oh, she missed.
And here comes Pitbull. Here comes Short Sleeve Samson. Samson with some great flying drop kicks. There's a body slam by Samson. Samson now going into the ropes. Up and over and trying.
This could be it, Willie.
No, Tracy Brooks going in, breaking up the pin count. Lollipop now coming in and going to work on Tracy. Referee's got his hands full with, well, I guess 2.5. Well, with 2 ladies and 2 midgets.
There it is, brother. Mixed tag, and it's at your finest right here in Ward Family Entertainment.
Lollipop and Short Sleeve now smashing away at Tracy Brooks and Pitbull Patterson.
Oh, they're going to throw them in together. Look here, they're getting the right.
Well, right now getting ready for a collision. And Dosey, no!
Look at
but that backfired. Man. That backfired. Lollipop and Short Sleeve Samson obviously have planned in advance some of their tactics.
I bet they have. Look at that. You know, this is a great little next tag.
Pitbull Patterson, welcome to the world of Tracy Brooks.
There you go, brother. Look at this. Look at this.
Now this is G-rated
yes, it is.
Pro Wrestling. At least that's what I thought. There's a bulldog by Short Sleeve Samson. And by the way, right now, Jackie Gaeta has only been a cheerleader there at ringside. There's the worm. Taken out of the page on the book of
1, 2, 3, it's over.
It is over, indeed. And without any interference from Jackie Gaeta.
Short Sleeve Samson and Lollipop.
Very, very, very
Short Sleeve Samson and Lollipop with a pinfall victory over Pitbull Patterson and Tracy Brooks.
Willie, I take my hat off to Marvin Ward and his family, man. This is a great, great festival today.
Right here at the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson dealer, and we'll be right back for our next match.
Charlie's one lucky man.
What are you doing?
here, winning the match for your team here tonight.
Oh man, Samson's awesome. I mean, did you see it? He is incredible, and it was
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget about our main event tonight, the tag team steel cage match between the Steiners and the Doring Outlaws.
Thank you.
Buff Bagwell and the Patriot.
Auspicious occasion. This is the first time in about 10 years that Stars and Stripes, the Patriot, and Buff Bagwell have reunited right here in Stanton, Virginia.
Yes, man, oh man, you know, I'm looking forward to this, Willie, as much as the fans, you know. I tell you, these two kids, man, together, what a team, what a team. But look who they're facing in that ring at this time.
Two of the most vicious men in all of professional wrestling. It's Demolition and the Barbarian.
Yes, and I have faced, of course, both of these, you know, in the 70s, in the 80s, and I'll tell you something, Bagwell and the Patriots, they got their work cut out for them tonight, Willie.
Well, just let me tell you something. These two grizzled veterans right now are just as tough as they always were. However, at ringside right now, Terrific Tim, the manager of Demolition, and the Barbarian. And what role do you think he's going to actively play in this match, Boogie?
Well, I'll tell you, he's got a kendo stick, you know, and I know you can't trust him too much. And Mr. Terrific, I've seen him many times, you know, come out with the Barbarian. But this is the first time that I've seen him come out as a tag team manager. He also manages the Hammer Greg Valentine.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes. So Mr. Terrific, I'll tell you something. I know they're going to have to keep their eyes on all three.
By the way, when you go home this evening, don't forget on your computer when you go check your email to go to therealbuff.com.
Yes.
I promised Buff Bagwell I'd stick that in there. He's got a great website.
Thank you. And I promised my lovely wife Angel, so don't forget to when you go home and get on your computer to go to jimmyvaliant.com. Now I'm not plugging this.
No, I know you're not, but don't forget after she finishes with that and sees you in person, that www.onewrestling.com is a great place to visit.
It is. Yes, it is. God bless you, Willie. You know, we go back, man, for 40 years, brother, man.
Right.
We started together. Yes, you are. Yes, and you are 2 years older than I. Yes.
That's right. All right. Right now, it's the Patriot rallying the forces here, and the Barbarian has got a fan club of 2. That would be Terrific Tim and Demolition.
Yes. You know, in my book, autobiography, Woo Mercy Daddy, Welcome My World, the Jimmy Valiant story, really, you know, I talk about all these people.
Wait,
you know.
excuse me one second. That's Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
Right, he told me not to call him Tim Terrific because I had done that on another occasion. He said, Mr. Apter, with all due respect,
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll get a kendo stick over my back.
Over my dead body.
Thank you, sir.
I will protect you with my life.
I appreciate it, and likewise, if I could, especially after that.
Well, you just seen, I showed you some self-defense.
Right, I thought you had said what was that? Expense, baby. I thought it was money.
Brother, man.
And Patriot right now punching at the expense of the Barbarian.
It's on his way, baby.
Barbarian whipping Patriot into the ropes and coming off with that elbow, missing with that one. Patriot connecting with the flying elbow of his own and another one. And it's all the Patriot right now, and we could have a quick victory here.
There you go, 1, 2. Number 2, Willie.
Patriot with a body slam, trying again to end this match early. But here you've got 4 really well-experienced guys, and I don't see this match ending very quickly, Boogie Woogie Man.
No, I don't see either, because they're all in great shape, you know. They're all veterans of the square circle, you know. These kids, I'll tell you something, all these kids out here in the audience, man, you know, some of their mothers and fathers, of course, they know who these people are. Man, this is the legends right here, you know, and they're in for a treat.
They are the legends, and again, I will say it again and again, they haven't lost anything in the ring, because these wily veterans think out their matches. The psychology of these matches are not talked about enough. People always talk about the physical prowess, but what about the psychology, Boogie Woogie?
Exactly. You know, I got a wrestling camp in Shawsville, Virginia, and I teach the kids old school, but of course new school too, you know, because you got to teach the kids stuff like that. If I don't teach the old school, it's going to be a lost art, you know. And of course, you got to keep up, you know, with what's going on now, or you'll get lost in the shuffle.
Absolutely.
So if BWC, hey, I teach them. This is in Shawsville, Virginia. I'm not plugging nothing.
Now, one of your students, by the way,
yes,
who's a good friend of mine, also. I understand after this match, you have to catch a plane to go to another wrestling commitment for tomorrow.
Yes.
But our good friend Bruiser Graham will be joining us here at the broadcast booth.
Yes, Bruiser's here. You know, he's been with me 15 years. You know. And the kid went through my wrestling camp, Hall of Fame Museum. Then he became my road partner for my last 8 years on the road, you know.
And he will be joining us.
He will be joining exactly for the next few matches, well, for the rest of the evening of the card. Yes.
And we may have a drop-in from Nikki Benz. Right now, there was a drop-in by the Patriots.
Oh, look at that, man. The Buff Band's in the house, baby.
Buff is indeed the stuff.
Yes.
And the Barbarian not too happy, as Buff is showboating right here at the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson for Ward Family Promotion.
Yes.
Pro Wrestling.
You know, it's good to showboat, man, you know, when you can back it up. And I'll tell you, the Buff can back it up.
Well, speaking about Buff and back, it's good to see him back.
Yes.
Buff has been on a world tour, and it's great to see him back here in the United States. One of the more controversial and most popular wrestlers in the world, Buff Bagwell.
You got it right, you know, and look at coming off with that. Look at that right there.
But he can't take Barbarian down. Here he's going to try it again. Barbarian daring him. Line kicks low, and now with the neck breaker takes the Barbarian down.
Beautiful.
And Buff now showing his stuff. Barbarian reversing and
took a knee to the back.
Demolition, and there's a powerful clothesline by the Barbarian. And in comes Demolition for the first time really this evening.
You know, the Demolition, man, I've never seen him looking bigger, man. He's huge. You know, Barbarian is like 300 pounds, but, hey, Demolition's got to be over 300 pounds, Willie.
Demolition, of course, becoming world-renowned as one of the WWF Tag Team Champions, Demolition.
Yes.
Axe and Smash.
One half, you know, and of course the Valiant Brothers, me and Luscious Johnny, you know, we were also WWF Tag Team Champions, you know, with you, Willie. God bless, and yes, he was one of the great Tag Team Champions of the WWF.
Now, when somebody like this, Demolition, is teaming with someone like the Barbarian for the first time,
yes,
and I'm sure you've teamed with various partners. What goes into making a team like this when, you know, one of them got here just an hour before the match? How do you prepare your psychology or your ring strategy?
You know, it's hard. I'll tell you something. And they're at a disadvantage because, like we said earlier, the Patriot and the Buff, they were tag team partners for many times and for a long time. And
well, they haven't been together in 10 years.
They haven't, but
so they're almost at the same disadvantage.
Well, yes, but you know, you still don't lose all that. You don't forget it. You know, if you swam, Willie, you know, when you was a young kid and now you're 40 years old and you get out in a fishing boat and your boat turns over, man, hey, you haven't swam in 20 years, hey, you're going to start swimming.
So you never forget how to ride the bike.
No, you don't. Exactly. And they were at least tag team partners together, see, so that is something there.
There's the tag now to the...
Whoa,
look at that, coming in on fire, baby.
Whipping Barbarian into the ropes. And there's a kick to the...
This could be it.
Flying elbow by the Patriot. Patriot, though, now not expecting those chops by Demolition to the throat. Barbarian now taking him down.
He went to the well one time too often right there. You know, he could have stayed on the Barbarian and covered him. His mistake to go over to...
Snapmare by Demolition.
Demolition, yep.
Referee checking to make sure that's not around the throat. And as we can actually see, but our cameras are covering the action. It appears not to be around the throat. Looks like a solid chin lock from our position here, Boogie Woogie.
Yes. Hey, Bruiser's here now. Bruiser Graham. Bruiser Graham's in the house. You know, I'm going to let you have this mic, Bruiser, after this match. And, of course, you know Wonderful Willie. You know him from...
Well, Bruiser and I go back when he started training with you, actually, Boogie Woogie.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He was on a few milk cartons in the grocery store I passed.
Oh, they found me. There is...
Look at this, the big bomb right there, Willie.
And this could be the end of the reunion, but I was going to say the end of that Stars and Stripes reunion, but that did not happen. Barbarian now with an abdominal stretch on the Patriot. I don't think that Stars and Stripes thought they would have this much trouble with a brand new...
watch Mr. Terrific right there.
I'm glad you called him Mr. Terrific.
Yes. Oh, I didn't call him Tim, Terrific Tim. Willie, you call him that now, but I'll protect you, man, as much as I can. Oh, we got Bruiser here with us, too.
Bruiser, are you very familiar with Mr. Graham?
Mr. Graham? Which one?
With Mr. Terrific, let's say.
Mr. Terrific?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the blue hair. Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Now, why do you think he's got blue hair?
Because the blonde ran out.
Is that what it was? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think that's the blue meanie's mother.
Blue meanie's mother.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, though. To the credit of Demolition and the Barbarian, Mr. Terrific has not interfered thus far.
No, he hasn't.
And I'm quite surprised at that. All right, it's the Patriot now working on the Barbarian. The Barbarian now trying to take the advantage, but whipped into the ropes by the Patriot.
Big sleeper, man.
Sleeper hold.
Johnny Weaver sleeper, man.
That's right, Johnny Weaver.
Or Chief J. Strongbow.
Or Don Curtis, if you're really in Mark
goodness.
There's a backdrop by the Barbarian getting himself out of trouble. Boogie Woogie Man, I remember your feud, your infamous feud with Chief J. Strongbow and the sleeper incident.
Exactly.
Where you learned his sleeper hold.
You covered it. You put it on the cover right
All
there.
The wrestling magazine.
Yes, sir, brother. He is on fire. Big Buff's in there, brother. Yes.
Covering
One,
Big Buff,
two,
covering the
three,
face of
4,
Demolition.
5, 6,
right
7,
now with
8,
punches.
9, 10. Man, this could be it. This could be it.
Bagwell, a house on fire, as they used to say, as he climbs the rope. But look out, Buff, right behind you. Demolition pulling him down. And Demolition now double teaming Buff Bagwell. Patriot coming in.
It's a four-way
for the save. And this four-way is turned into an in-the-ring two-way with Barbarian and Bagwell, the legal men in the ring. And there's that big boot.
Do you see the big cheer Demolition put on?
Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Terrific now.
There it is right there.
Taking kendo stick.
You said he hasn't done something. Here we go.
Taking the kendo stick to the head.
Bruiser, that ain't right.
I like that guy.
Oh, jeez.
You like him?
He liked blue hair.
Mr. Terrific now coming up onto the ring.
Oh, here it is right there.
As Buff Bagwell
it's going to be it.
By the
1, 2, 3. Mr. Terrific. Oh, Barbarian.
And the Barbarian getting hit with the kendo stick. Now Buff knocking Mr. Terrific.
There it is right there. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Got it.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Reunion Stars and
Stripes. God bless you.
With a victory.
And I'm out of here, Willie. I love you. God bless you.
We love you too, Boogie Woogie Man.
Love you. God bless.
And Bruiser Graham gonna take your place here.
Boogie Woogie Man. Love you, brother. All right.
Thank you, Boogie Woogie Man. Another kiss.
Boogie Woogie, man. All the memories.
Susan Graham, welcome to the broadcast booth.
All right, Boogie Woogie. There you go. Bye, old man. Okay. Yeah, man.
Old man.
What?
And as you see, the winner of this match between Demolition and the Barbarian, and the manager, Mr. Terrific, and the reunited Stars and Stripes is Stars and Stripes. The Patriot and Buff Bagwell. Buff and Patriot.
What are you doing?
Come on over, let's get a word with the two of you. You guys have not teamed in 10 years, and you showed no rust. How did it feel?
No, great to me. It's good being back here, you know, in the small towns, and you know that's what WCW stand for, as the TNT stand for now, and as the fans, and we're here supporting USA, Stars and Stripes.
Thank you, a Patriot.
Buff, 10 years, you're still stuck, brother. Thank you.
Buff Bagwell and the Patriot victorious over the Barbarian and Demolition. Let's go back to the ring as Mr. Terrific now is going to pay for his interference that backfired.
I don't agree with this. I really don't agree with this.
Well, the interference backfired. Obviously, this team, they've never teamed before, and obviously, you don't like this, but
See, there you go.
all right.
That's good.
They made it all better.
See, they thought about the money he was paying them.
They made it all better.
Well, wait, Bill. What in the world is going on here?
I guess he did.
He told you there was no interference.
I don't know if you're going to be able to call some of these matches
I'll be here
down
for a
the
couple.
middle.
I'll see. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, man, I like this guy, too.
Now, we pronounce that back where I come from as mana.
Mana. Is
Mana.
that bread stuff that came from heaven?
Actually, that's mana from heaven.
Is
You're
that what it
absolutely
is?
Right. You're absolutely right. And Mana telling me in a pre-match interview that we do not have on tape at the moment that he's going to destroy his little midget opponent who will be coming out here momentarily.
We already saw the midgets. They wrestled early.
He said he's wrestling a midget tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I thought all the midgets, I thought they were all done, but maybe not. Maybe not.
All right, we're waiting for the
Who is he
announcement.
wrestling? You know, don't you?
I do know. I do not. Well, because with the DVD here, it lends a little excitement to wait on the moment. But I'll tell you who it is.
Well, for a midget.
Well, listen to the ring announcer here.
Who is it?
Spike.
It's Spike Dudley.
Oh, that's not fair. You didn't tell me that.
Well,
What's
Mana
this guy
called him a
doing
midget.
Well, he is. Look at him.
Mana, by the way, doesn't speak great English, but he says, tonight wrestle midget.
Oh, I like that man I got. Look at Dudley. Man, what
I want to
did
tell
he
you
fall
something.
off of?
I have seen about 10 recent Mana matches, and he has bloodied almost every, well, not almost, every one of those opponents in the past 10 matches. This man is out for blood. He doesn't care if he wins or loses. He just wants blood.
Well, I tell you, Spike Dudley, don't underestimate him. He's a good wrestler.
I didn't.
He's a good wrestler, and you know all that, whatever. But Mana is he's going to beat Spike Dudley. There's no question in my mind.
Well, you know, sometimes a good little man can beat a good big man, but Mana, very unorthodox tactics, as you will see.
Unorthodox? Is that French?
No, that's English.
Oh, he's Samoan, isn't he?
Yes. He's a man.
See, after you got me confused.
Now
I don't
you're confusing
understand.
me.
I don't know what's going on
Absolutely
here.
confusing me. Mana trying to attack Spike Dudley behind Spike's back as Spike is trying to talk to the crowd.
Well, I see Spike's wasting time. You know, he don't want to hook up with this guy. He's using a little psychology.
Well, perhaps it's a diversionary tactic.
Of course, he's been in the ECW wars. You know, I know Spike. He's a little bit brainy. You know, even though he don't look it. You know, he can out-psych his opponent.
What do you mean he doesn't look it? Does he not look brainy to you?
Look brainy?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Look at this guy.
Well, what about Mana? He doesn't look too
Mana's a
intelligent.
genius.
Wait a minute. Fan handing a chair to Spike Dudley, and Spike starting the action by throwing the chair at Mana, and it just kind of bounced off. Spike asking for another chair.
That should be an automatic disqualification, right?
Steel chairs.
In the world
a
is
third
going on.
chair.
Look,
I've never.
wait a minute.
Spike is ECW, but I've never seen him this aggressive at the beginning of the
What in
match.
the world is he doing? Where's the referee at? For the bell?
What has set him on fire this early in the match?
This is a tables match, not a chairs match. I don't know what they're doing. Spike's just a little nuts, man. He's just a little nuts.
I'm glad you did mention that because we were just told that this is indeed a tables match.
I just told you.
Well, I know that, but
I don't wait like you do for the announcement.
No, I wasn't waiting. Ward Family Promotions has sent someone from the Virginia State Athletic Commission now to tell us that this match is officially sanctioned.
Well, I hope they send it back because I like my space.
Well, you know, we are sitting here by a table.
Yes.
So that does
mean... Oh, Mana, get it! Oh, no! The bell rung! Wait a minute!
Spike not letting Mana get started, and you know what? This is a very smart psychological move, but he's not budging Mana. Mana with a headbutt.
There we go.
And as you know, being from the Samoan Islands, the headbutt is one of those patented moves used by the Samoan wrestlers.
Yeah, they train them early. They actually drop them on their heads when they're little, and it toughens their head up.
Is that how they do that?
Absolutely. I wouldn't lie to you.
I didn't know. Well, I don't know that either.
Oh, of course.
This is the first time we've broadcasted together.
There we go. Take it to him, Mana.
Mana now.
Mana. Is it Mana or Mana?
I'll say Mana. You say Mana.
Mano, that's Mexican.
Do you say tomato or tomato?
Potato. I say
potato.
Potato soup. Good
Thank
soup.
you very much. In the meantime, whatever you say, Spike Dudley in a lot of pain.
Yes, good. He deserves
Mana now hitting him low with that chair. What do you mean good?
What? Well, he deserves it. Look at the guy. I think he owes me $20 too.
I thought
a few years ago.
I thought that Boogie Woogie Man had trained you to be a by the rules wrestler, but the way you're speaking right now, I don't really.
Whoa! I've never broke a rule in my life that I know of.
That you know of?
Yes, absolutely. There we go. Get it, Mana. Right there to the back. Spike Dudley in a world of hurt right now.
Mana again following up with those chops to the back. And Mana now with a front chancery on Spike Dudley, taking him up for Brainbuster, back onto Dudley's back.
And Mana still in control. Oh yeah, there we go. Spike Dudley in a world of trouble right there. Oh, there we go. Right to the lower thigh area.
Now, did you know that Mana was going to make such a quick comeback after being hit with all those chairs?
Oh, absolutely. This guy, he's got a high pain threshold.
Mana now working on the eyes and the mouth and the neck of Spike Dudley, crying out in pain as our RF video cameras are picking up the sound.
There we go.
Raking at the eyes of Spike Dudley. Do you, I mean, even though this is a tables match,
yes.
Are you okay with people raking eyes in the ring?
Well, I mean, the ref didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything when Spike threw chairs at the guy. So, you know, what's good for the goose, you know what they say.
There's one of those vicious Samoan chops.
Very nice.
And Mana telling me quite a long time ago that he used to try and chop down trees in Samoa, in his native Samoa. And he actually told me that he had actually gotten to do some of those. That's what hardened up his hands.
Oh, look at that. Spike Dudley like a coward moving out the way.
What do you mean a coward? He didn't move out of the way. The match now going outside the ring.
See, he's got a chair again. This is a tables match.
Well, wait a minute. When Mana had a chair, there was no problem that way. And Spike coming off the top with that steel chair to the head.
Man,
to the head of Mana.
And Mana didn't even go down. He's still standing. Look at that.
He's got that hard head. Spike Dudley following around again. Over the head with that chair. Spike now going to the steel barrier.
What's he doing? He can't do this. This is illegal.
Spike Dudley standing on the neck of Mana.
You know, Mana might be out on his feet. I know he's a little glassy-eyed.
Spike's going into the crowd, taking chairs from fans.
Another chair.
Those are chairs that they paid for, by the way.
I don't know what Spike's doing. He's gone a little off the deep end. Maybe this is the only way he thinks he can beat Mana.
Mana now outside the ring. Spike chasing him through the crowd. And the action going into the stands here. Spike continuously hitting Mana over the back with the chair. Spike Dudley using all those old ECW tactics that he's learned.
That he should be disqualified
Being a member of the Dudley family. Well, what if Mana was doing that?
Hey, well, you know, he's not, though. That's the point. Spike Dudley is, and Spike Dudley should be disqualified.
And they're taking it up to the hills here. The match now going up to the high hills of Shenandoah Harley-Davidson. Spike Dudley and Mana all the way up, and Mana turning it into a suplex. Our RF cameras catching all the action here.
Are you getting hurt? Get up!
This match has gone completely out of control, Bruiser.
Unbelievable. Spike Dudley, they're going to both need time to recover from this one.
Well, Spike Dudley, the last name is Dudley.
Oh,
and if your last name is Dudley, that means you are hardcore.
That's true. He's getting a little taste of it tonight, though.
Unbelievable that so much of this match has taken place on the grounds of the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson. And by the way, while we're talking about that, we want to thank the management of the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson for hosting this great event here.
You're not plugging anything, are you?
It's not a plug, it's a thank you.
I didn't know.
But if you want to buy a bike or two here,
well, now see, now wait a minute.
Buy a bike.
That's a plug.
And right now, I think a bike would help Mana to get out of town with the beating that he is taking from Spike Dudley.
They're making their way back to the ring.
And it looks like Mana somehow has made a miraculous recovery. And you hear engines revving up in the background, and those could be the engines of Mana.
That's right. He's just, oh, there he goes. He took a chair to Spike Dudley.
Come on, run!
He's made an incredible recovery.
A table match so far has been all chairs.
It's been all chairs.
No holds barred. No countouts, no rules. Anything goes here in Stanton, Virginia. The battle continuing as Mana trying to get Spike Dudley back into the ring, but using that guardrail again to punish Spike Dudley. Dudley now, what was that?
Huh? I said it's a beautiful night out here in Virginia.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night, beautiful night. Oh, there's another chair shot.
Dudley throwing chairs at Mana. Mana rolling back into the ring. Another chair shot.
That broke the chair. And Mana still didn't go.
It also broke the head of Mana. Mana cut wide open.
I think
Mana bleeding profusely from the forehead. Spike Dudley going up to the top rope. High risk maneuver. Mana catches him. And there's a Samoan drop.
Beautiful. What a wrestling counter there.
Absolutely. An incredible wrestling counter.
This could do it.
Both men totally exhausted.
Come on, get him up. Put him through the table. Let's end this thing. He's got him right where he wants him. That was a beautiful move.
I have to agree. I haven't agreed with you on a lot this evening.
Wait a minute. Here comes the ref.
But I have got to tell you that was an amazing counter move.
Yes, absolutely.
Several other referees coming down to ringside as this match is totally out of control.
You know, I hate to say this, but maybe it's because... Oh, what a maneuver there. Maybe it's because he's lost blood. Maybe they're checking on the cut. I'm not sure.
Well, perhaps we should have a doctor come out here who would be better suited than two referees.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but there's definitely some activity there in the referees' camp. Watching this match very closely.
Mana outside the ring now looking for something, some weapon to bring in perhaps to cut open the head of Spike Dudley and return the favor.
I think he's looking for the table maybe to put this match away.
In order to win this match, you do have to put your opponent through a table.
There it is. There's the table.
Mana picking up the table, sliding it into the ring. wanting to end this match. Although I don't know if he's exacted enough revenge from Spike Dudley at this point.
Well, both of them's the worst for wear right now, but this could be maybe the break that Mana was looking for. He's got the table in the ring. He's got a weakened Spike Dudley. All he has to do is put Dudley through the table and it's over. And see, they're calling for the bell.
For the bell. I don't think Spike Dudley can continue. I don't know why the referee. Do you know why he's
either that or the cut? I'm not sure. It could be because he's cut.
We're going to have to wait for an official decision here. They're telling Mana to put the table away.
Stop it.
Oh, they are. They're pointing to his head. I think it's the cut. I think they're stopping the match. I think in Virginia, you have to stop it on a cut like that.
I don't think that Mana doesn't seem to be weakened at all.
No.
He seems to feed on his own blood.
And oh, man, I wish they would have let him put Spike through that table.
The fans here are calling for the table.
They want to see the table.
Well, this was signed as a table match.
Yeah, it must be the cut on the head.
Confusion.
It must be the cut on the head.
And if I read the rule book correctly, in Virginia, a match has to be stopped.
Yes.
If there is any sign of blood.
I think so, yes. I think you're all correct.
Let me check my notes
I hope
on
that
that.
doesn't
Hold on, let me check my notes on that.
I hope that doesn't mean Spike won this match.
It's right here.
Because that's a cheap way to win.
It's right here, page 6.
Page 6?
Page 6.
I thought we couldn't talk about that page.
No, that was Boogie Woogie.
Oh,
that was page 113.
Okay. I was a little confused. What
On
does
the
it say?
Virginia State Athletic Commission.
Sorry to inform
Listen.
you, but the referee has thrown this match out due to blood loss.
Due to blood loss.
Well, blood loss.
Mana, we'll see if we can get him to talk. Mana, may we talk with you? I don't think he wants to say anything. Mana?
Wrestler 8x10s and other wrestling.
He obviously has no comment.
Man, that's like Friday night at the Apter House. Nobody's talking to you.
Grudge match.
You've met my wife.
Man, what's going on with him? You couldn't get anything out of it. But I'm glad he didn't lose the match.
He doesn't have a great command of the English language.
He's a good guy, though. I like him. I like that guy. It's too bad they
You know him personally?
Oh, absolutely. Me and him are tight.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're step cousins.
You are
step cousins.
Oh, so you're not Samoan. You have no Samoan blood in you.
I have 1/10 Samoan blood.
Is that right?
Yes.
And what part of your family did that come from?
Step cousins. Did I say that? Yes, step cousins.
I don't know if I want to know about it.
Yeah.
This is
all right. Here we go. C.W. Anderson. Absolutely. In my opinion, one of the best, maybe the best of the Anderson clan.
Is that right? What about Arn Anderson?
Arn? Yeah, he's a good guy. He's not Samoan like me, though.
So you're now Samoan Bruiser Graham?
Well, at least a tenth of me.
1/10 Samoan Bruiser Graham. Bill Apter, Bruiser Graham here. What a great show so far.
How you doing, guys?
All right.
All right.
And we're waiting for C.W. Anderson's opponent to make his appearance right here at Shenandoah. Harley Davidson, Hogamania, running wild, brother.
That's right. That's right. That's right, baby.
That's right.
That's right.
His opponent.
Oh, I want to see a spine buster. CW's out there. He's the master of the spine buster. I want to see one tonight.
He is one of the toughest competitors in the business.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Not only just another enforcer, so to say, and a brutal wrestler, but he can also mat wrestle. He's also a fine wrestler.
Absolutely. Fine command of the match skills. Absolutely. Who is he wrestling tonight?
Way to the ring now. This is Danny Doring.
Danny Doring.
Danny Doring.
As you know, for over 2 years in EC Dub, as they say, these two wrestled all over the ECW circuit.
Yeah, I think CW won every match, too.
No, that's not true.
Why?
That is not true.
Why didn't
I photographed some of the matches that Danny Doring won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You weren't there during those matches.
That's
what it is.
I got you.
You like that line?
Yeah, I do. I like that. The one thing that really surprised me about Doring, though, I can tell you, the fact that he's out on parole, that's one thing.
Wait a minute.
But what?
What do you mean he's on parole?
Absolutely. See, you knew about it. He did, Danny. He looks, man, he's put together well, this Doring guy.
What do you mean on parole?
Oh, he did some stuff back, you know, a few years ago, but I can't talk about that. That's on page 6. I can't talk about it.
Page 6?
Yes.
Jimmy Valiant's book?
Is he still here? Because I still smell him. I swear, I still smell the guy.
I swear. That's a good country song.
Yeah.
By the way, before our wrestling card tonight, there was a great concert by Little Big Town.
Yeah,
one of my favorite country groups.
Are they country?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I thought that was jazz. Okay.
You thought they were what?
Jazz.
What's that? Oh, jazz.
Yeah,
no.
jazz.
I thought you said jazz.
No, jazz.
Oh,
jazz.
Your pronunciation is, see, we pronounce it jazz.
Oh, okay.
Not jazz.
Is that like potato, mano, mano?
Let's go back to the ring,
okay.
and it's Danny Doring against C.W. Anderson.
All right, Doring, tried to go behind. You see now, CW out wrestling the guy right from the get-go.
Well, now what about now Danny Doring with a vice-like headlock into the ropes.
Oh, there we go. CW with a tough shoulder block, and see, Doring had the momentum. That shows you how tough CW is. He stood there like a rock wall.
Well, how can you talk about momentum about 30 seconds into the match?
Momentum? Well, he was coming off the ropes. He had velocity there.
Velocity.
Is that a good word?
That would be yes. That's also a blatant plug for a WWE show.
Oh, we don't want to do that. If we're going to plug anything, let's pour Ward Family Entertainment.
Which is great, and it's not just entertainment. It's all about the wrestling, and that you can bring the family to all the Ward Family Entertainment wrestling shows, country concerts, and all the other great events that Ward Family Entertainment promotes.
Nice hip lock. I see. Oh no, that's a block. Oh, that's a chop.
And you're watching this on RF Video. And don't forget to go to the website www.rfvideo.com for some of the finest pro wrestling videos you will find.
See Doring now taking advantage of those closed fists. The referee should be in there.
Well, I'm sure if Mr. Anderson had his way, he'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, see, Doring, he threw the first punch. Anderson was wrestling.
Wow,
there's
what a
punch
roundhouse punch by C.W. Anderson.
The best left in the business is Michael P.S. Hayes.
That's right. Got to get my Michael Hayes imitation in there.
Oh, there you go. DVD and a show. Here we go.
Killed my voice.
Here we go.
Now the action going outside the ring is Doring is trying to take a break.
Run away. He's running away.
But C.W. right after him.
You know, Doring should take that necklace off, too. That could be used illegally.
Does that bother you, the necklace?
Yeah, well, I got him getting a little glare off of it.
You know, it's nothing feminine.
Oh, there we go. To the arm with the chair. That'll make that elbow tender.
C.W. Anderson.
In control of this match.
Absolutely. And now looking under the ring.
Now, here's the table.
Now,
this is not a table match.
This certainly is not a tables match.
However.
But him bringing the tables into the ring. By the way, photographers from all over the world here tonight covering these matches from Japan, all over the United States.
Samoa.
Yes, there are several. Actually, one photographer. Wait a minute. Where's their photographer from Samoa?
That guy right there. He's 10th Samoa.
He's from Samoa.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Doring with that elbow. We said Doring together.
Yeah. Back elbow too. I think it was to the throat a little bit.
Doring trying to hulk up, it looked like there.
Doring not plug hole.
Doring now taking that table, hoping to use it to his advantage, but CW trying for a suplex. Doring reversing it. CW elbowing out.
Here we go. Into the table. Yeah.
Oh, man. Did you hear that?
I did. What impact. C.W. Anderson with an Irish whip. Doring took the brunt of that one. This could do it. 1, 2.
And that's all.
Oh.
I cannot believe Danny Doring was able to power out of that.
I counted to 4. Where's this referee from? Is he from your neck of the woods?
No, he's not from the Pennsylvania area.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, he may be. Actually, I should say I don't know. I don't know where he's from. And right now, Doring and CW exchanging punches, and CW with that chop taking Doring down. Doring being whipped into the ropes. Missing with that elbow.
Oh! Nice nice chin buster of some sort by Doring.
But it almost looked like Doring injured himself for a moment.
Well, he'll take one to give one. Oh, there's a 2 count.
Very good officiating by our third man in the ring there, going outside the ring to make the count.
Yeah, but you know that he should really get these tables out of the ring, or what's left of the table.
Doring now threatening the referee, but he's got his back turned, and you don't turn your back on C.W. Anderson.
Oh, they count Doring or Boring? Is that what the fans?
No, it's Doring.
Oh, okay.
Flying drop kick by Danny Doring. Boring.
I thought, well, his drop kick looked a little boring.
I don't think I've ever seen a boring move out of Danny Doring.
I wish he'd take his necklace off.
Why is that bothering you? As I said before, it's not a feminine thing, so why is it bothering you?
That's really bugging me. I don't know why.
You have a thing against necklaces?
Maybe it's just Danny. Maybe I just don't like Danny.
Danny Doring making a very bad tactical mistake right now.
What'd you call me?
No, I said he's making a tactical mistake right now. Okay. What did you think I said?
I'm not sure. That's why I had to see.
Arguing with the fans when he should be following up and trying to pin C.W. Anderson.
Yeah,
he could have had Anderson pinned at that point.
You cannot give C.W. a chance to get back when you got him in a horizontal position like that.
Doring's opponent is C.W. Anderson, not the crowd.
Who? The crowd. Oh,
so it's not the crowd.
Yeah.
He's taking more issue with the crowd. Going up now to that top rope.
There we go.
And Doring coming off but missing because he gave time to C.W. Anderson to come back to his senses.
Oh, nice super kick.
Right, you talking about sweet chin music. 1, 2.
Oh, my. That was another count of 5. Where is this referee doing?
That wasn't a 5 count.
Has he got his license? What in the world?
Well, I never checked.
You never checked? I thought you had the book. I thought
I do, but I don't have the referee's licenses in there. Doring now hitting Anderson in the back.
Oh, shit!
There we go. Spine buster!
Oh, what a powerful.
It's over. It's over. Count it. 2, 3. Oh,
and he's got him.
He got him.
C.W. Anderson with a victory over Danny Doring with a spine buster.
Beautiful, beautiful. I told you C.W. wins all these matches.
C.W. Great match against Danny Doring. What was it that, pulled it out for you, because it seemed pretty evenly matched?
I think Danny's big problem was tonight was he was too interested with the fans and took his eye off the enforcer, which led to the spine buster for the 1, 2, 3.
C.W. Anderson, thank you, sir, with a victory over Danny Doring. Coming back up, let's see if we can get some words with Danny. Can we have a word with you for our cameras here? You guys, you've had several victories over C.W. What happened tonight?
That's got to be the most disrespectful crowd I've ever seen. I come out here after a tables match and they don't give a table, and Danny Doring delivers.
And then maybe you should have concentrated on your opponent, on Anderson, more than the crowd.
I should have done that, but you know what? Maybe I'm a total entertainer and I'm trying to entertain the crowd. See them here in the week. I'll prove that tonight and I'll prove it next time.
Thank you, sir.
Get back to your booth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and here's Tommy Dreamer coming out.
You talk about the innovator of violence.
Man, I've heard that. I've got a headache. I've heard that so much. Innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer. You talk about someone who was the franchise of ECW.
It seems to me that there's been a lot of ECW rumors out there of late. I also saw on the card that there was a Ravens Extreme Challenge and a Ravens Rules match. Hello.
future WWE, ECW, WCW legends. Everybody, what a great time we're having tonight! So, viewers at home watching the kids, thanks for asking. So, Raven, I'm here to accept your hardcore challenge. But I got a partner, and he drinks more beer than Stone Cold. So, Raven, you need to hustle. We'll change the game plan. You need to find yourself a partner, but hit my partner's music.
The Sandman.
Oh yeah, oh boy. Here we go. Where is he going? Apter, don't let him touch me if he comes up here.
Why's that?
Well, I don't like this guy. Look, you don't know where he's been. Look
you
at
don't
him.
like Sandman? He's been all over the world.
Exactly. You don't know what he's called.
And one of the most exciting entrances in all of pro wrestling. I'll tell you something, he looks great.
He looks great. What are you talking about?
He looks terrific.
His head looks like it passed through a screen wire, and you're saying he looks great?
Well, it might have, but he still looks great.
Oh my goodness.
So Tommy Dreamer has got himself a partner in the Sandman. And now we've got to wait and see who Raven's bringing to the party.
You know, I think Raven could beat both of these guys by himself.
Well, maybe he will.
I think Raven can do it. He's beat Tommy Dreamer almost every time they wrestle. He's beat Sandman. I think he can beat them both. Oh, you know what though? Guess what? My little informants just told me who Raven's partner's gonna be.
Who do you have for an informant?
I got some people on the payroll after.
Is that right?
I do. Oh, this is gonna be good. Yeah, let Sandman get his little glory out here.
Oh, that's who it is.
No,
I got it.
They didn't tell you,
did they? I got it.
Where's that guy at?
I just saw him waiting in the wings here.
There you go. Okay. All right. That's good.
Not really an informant, a line of sight.
Line of sight. Okay. Well, now you know that Dreamer and Sandman don't stand a chance.
And this match, by the way, regular rules.
Regular
rules. No special stipulations.
I thought it was a hardcore match.
Well, anytime you have 4 former ECW guys, if indeed the fourth man is an former ECW guy, it's hardcore no matter how they wrestle.
That's right. We need an ECW ref out here too.
Did I explain that properly?
Did you say something?
I really did.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I heard some stuff.
Sandman psyching up the crowd here at the Shenandoah Harley Davidson.
You know, this guy, he takes longer to get to the ring than my trip up here.
Well, he's enjoying the closeness of the fans.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he does that a little too much, if you ask me. Look, he can't stand up after. What are you talking about? He's
knowing Sandman forever, he wrestles best when he's not sober.
Oh, my gosh.
An intoxicated Sandman is a Sandman who knows what he's doing in the ring.
He's smoking, he's drinking. Is this a role model? What is this guy doing?
Well, it's a role model for people who like to smoke and drink.
He's got a beer belly.
Got a good tan.
He's got a good tan, which is bronze. My word. What do the fans see in him?
Tommy Dreamer
look at that.
doing some sandmanning of his own.
Well, this is all well and good, but when is Raven going to come out?
Why are you so anxious to see Raven?
I like that guy.
Do you? Okay, I like him too, actually.
I like Raven.
And if his partner is
It is.
I like him too.
Yeah, you can put your money on that.
We've got 4 guys in here who have the potential to make an incredible match tonight.
It's going to be classic.
And their opponents.
Yeah, there we go. Don't ruin the surprise.
And the music. Sending Raven out to the ring.
With his mystery opponent.
Partner. It's a partner.
Not on the PA.
Yeah, give that man a microphone. What are you guys doing? Give this guy a microphone.
Raven wants to make some sort of an announcement.
Tell him, Raven.
That's the worst announcement in this Taking these songs. Yeah, enough first.
Tell him, Raven.
It's gonna pop like that. And this is the pop and Dreamer came out. Drinks. Anyway, if you're gonna bring a stupid drunken moron as your partner, anywho, what are you looking at there, Snip? In the corner, my partner, the homicidal, genocidal,
Oh, yeah. There's the surprise.
Is here.
Oh, beautiful.
And the mystery partner of Raven. Hold everything down. It's hardcore.
It's Sabu. I love it. But of course, I knew that 15 minutes ago.
I got to find out who your sources are.
Yeah. It'd be nice. They're on the payroll.
On whose payroll?
Well, never mind. A guy I know.
Is this thing on?
Yes. Tell him, Raven.
Raven's got some more words here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Check 1, 2. Is this mic on? Is this not on? Is this not on? Can you hear me?
What a guy. What a Raven. Good guy.
Came in elect, I will beat your ass. Hey, where are you going to get your wife? Oh, she's over at my house.
Oh, don't give him a mic. After, don't let him touch me.
Sandman leaving the ringside area. Oh, look at that.
Wait a minute. That's not right.
He's got a shopping cart with garbage can, top, and some other metal object.
No, this is supposed to be regular rules, I thought.
Yeah, it is regular rules.
Well, that doesn't look too regular.
Well, for them, this is regular.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, so let's go.
Wait a minute!
I can't take him seriously.
Come out, Rep, come on.
Well, the bell, they didn't ring the bell yet. You can't count them out.
I like this Sabu guy. Looks like Raven's going to do his own commentary.
Right, well, I guess we can go take a break and watch the match now.
Well, there we go. He's commentating, Bill.
Raven is doing our job.
I like this guy. He's doing the play-by-play for us.
It's incredible.
Like a blood hole.
Do you want me to get another one?
Sabu back to the corner.
I kind of like his commentary.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll have him sit here with me during the next show.
Whoa. Let's not get too excited.
Broken arm.
He's not that good?
Well, you know, he should be up here, but I'm not saying who should be out. I still smell Jimmy Valiant. Jimmy Valiant's still here. I still smell him.
But can you smell what The Rock is cooking? That's the
No, I cannot. Oh, this is beautiful. He's going to beat Tommy Dreamer with a microphone.
All right, Raven and Dreamer locking up.
There we go.
And Raven using that microphone to put some play-by-play on the head of Tommy Dreamer. who's now Dreamer going crazy.
Oh no, that's not good.
Raven now looks like the Blue Meanie.
Oh no, that's not good either. Oh, that's good.
That's good shit.
Oh, that's not good either.
Dreamer using that microphone.
No, he don't want to do that.
Dreamer has gone hardcore.
Oh man, not this guy. What's Sandman doing? He's a moron. It didn't work for him.
Sandman
It's
can't
not
get
going
the
to work
mic to
for
work.
you. You better watch your back.
He's got Sabu right behind him. Sabu
There we
with that
go.
low drop kick.
Beautiful.
Kicking away at the Sandman with punches now and choking the Sandman. Referee calling for a break. This is or is not hardcore.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. These guys are just going to go at it when they get in there.
What about Raven looking like the Blue Meanie?
No, see, you shouldn't even dignify that with a response.
Sabu with a chop to the face of Sandman. There's a garbage can. The top of the garbage can. Raven again taking the garbage can to the head of Sandman.
That's not the first time a garbage can's been in that head. What's Dreamer doing attacking Sabu from behind? That's not fair.
Suplex by Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer tossing Sabu outside the ring. All four competitors now outside the ring.
Here they go.
Raven and Sandman now battling on the ramp.
And Sabu and Dreamer on the other outside going at it tooth and nail.
And there goes the shopping cart into the ring.
There goes a beer too up beside the head of Sabu.
Dreamer spitting that beer or the soda into the face of Sabu.
Oh, and into the stairs of the post. There's a leg drop on the shopping cart.
I hate to use an old cliche, but all hell has broken loose here at Hogamania.
All right, Raven's got evil intentions.
I don't think he's ever had pure intentions.
He's a jouster. I think he's going to joust Sandman right now with the shopping cart.
Well, he tried to. Sandman moving out of the way.
That's not good. Oh!
Dreamer coming in with a...
You could hear that chair shot.
Board. Was that a chair or a board?
It might be what's left of the chair. Oh, no, that's a pie pan. Pie pan to the skull.
Sabu taking a chair and delivering it to the head of Tommy Dreamer.
Raven's got that kendo stick. Watch out. Oh!
Well, he's going to talk a few octaves higher.
Well, I'm glad that he's got a few beers in him, or that would have really hurt him.
Sabu going for the pin.
Yeah, let's pin these guys and get this over with. Come on, boys.
Raven now with that kendo stick on the throat of Sandman.
Well, oh, there we go. I guess this is hardcore match. Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick, beautiful.
And now it's Sabu with the trying to get the camel clutch. He's got it on Sandman. He's got the camel clutch on Sandman. This could be the end.
Where's the referee at? I think I heard Sandman give up.
Referee's totally confused at this moment.
He was confused when he went out there.
We need more than one referee in a hardcore match like this. Referee asking Sandman if he wants to give up.
I think I heard him say yes.
How could you hear him from this distance?
Well, that guy ringside told me he gave up. The guy that just ran back here.
I never saw anybody.
Well, see, because you're concentrating on the match. That's
Sandman now with a knee to the face of Sabu.
How'd
now
he get out of that camel
shopping
clutch?
cart.
He got out of that camel clutch. I didn't even see that. Now he's... Oh!
Sandman with a chop.
Oh, that's not
to
good.
the chest of Sabu. And Tommy Dreamer with a low blow to Raven. Sandman now.
What's Sandman doing?
Up to the top. Look at that! A Frankensteiner off the top rope by Sandman.
I gotta admit, that was impressive. For Sandman to do that, he has no concern for his body.
I told you he looked good.
What?
I told you he looked good.
Oh my. It's got nothing to do with how he looked.
Need a chair?
I'm checking on Raven. Can you get Raven trying to get back into the match here?
This has turned into a 2-on-1 now.
The action going on all over here at the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson dealership.
The pin by Dreamer on Sabu. He got a 2 count. Come on, Raven.
Rolling.
This doesn't look
rolling his way down the ramp there.
Good.
Back to the ring. I thought they were going to bust our broadcast table up.
You didn't even check on him. What's wrong with you?
I did from a distance. I haven't learned that martial arts move that Boogie Woogie was going to show me just perfectly.
Dreamer into the cart. Well, there's no martial arts for that. That's just a good clothesline right there by Sandman. This action is fast and furious. I don't know where this is going, but man, they're really tearing it up today.
I don't know where it's going either, but it sure is getting there. And Raven back in the ring.
And he recovered. Man, what a tough guy.
Raven now setting that shopping cart up in the corner.
Dreamer planted him, and now he's back up and in control.
And Raven sending Dreamer right into that shopping cart.
Beautiful.
It's now Raven and sending Sandman into the shopping cart. Sabu going outside the ring.
I love it.
Picking up a chair.
It's a Sandman and Tommy Dreamer sandwich. That's a beautiful thing.
Well said.
There we go. Even flow. Right down on the skull of Sandman. That's got to do it. Pin him. Pin him.
He hasn't punished him enough.
Pin him.
Now setting up the chair.
Sabu
coming off the ropes. Off the chair.
Beautiful. 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 This could do it. This might be
Raven now with the body press. 1, 2,
3. I think he got it. He got it.
And yes,
he got
him.
He got it. He got
Raven pinning Sandman.
I love it. So much for Sandman looking good. And then another even flow. There we go.
Raven and Sabu with the victory here at Hogamania.
This was never in doubt when I saw who his partner was.
Tommy Dreamer is not done. He may have been down, but certainly not out.
But he's leaving here a loser. And Raven and Sabu get the Duke.
Raven and Sabu, the victors over Sandman and Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Let's see if we can get a word. Raven, may we have a word with you here. You and Sabu.
Yeah, tell him, Raven.
Thank you, George Napolitano. Whatever, you all look away.
Thank you. Sabu, would you like to say?
Watch it. Watch it. Oh.
We'll see if we can get a word yet from Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman.
Did he put his hands on you?
Yes, he did.
I was getting ready to come over there.
Thank you, sir.
But I was pretty comfortable. So
I appreciate the offer of protection.
Yes, absolutely. Anytime, Bill. What did Raven call you?
Pardon me?
What did Raven call you?
George Napolitano.
I had that ice cream once. That's the 3 different kinds. That's good stuff. Oh, okay. That's good
George
stuff.
Napolitano, one of the finest pro wrestling photographers and journalists in the business. And a lot of times people mistake George and I. They think we look alike. I don't think we do at all.
You don't want to talk to Tommy Dreamer, do you?
Coming up the ramp now.
No, no.
We'll see if we can
Here
get
Here's
a
some
word
words of
with
wisdom.
Tommy Dreamer. Tommy, can we talk with you for a moment? Tommy, what happened?
Oh, we lost.
I know that.
Oh, there you go.
What do you attribute that to?
Sabu being an amazing wrestler and my partner being a drunk, but we're going to get him next time, but that's okay. I love everybody in the match. I love everybody here.
Tommy Dreamer saying it like it is.
A lot of love, a lot of love. I think he's the one that's been drinking.
I don't know if we'll be able to get any words from Sandman.
Yeah, you'll be able to get a few grunts and groans. That's about it from him.
I don't think Sandman actually believes that he lost the match for his team. And
well, he should. He's been on the losing end of several matches.
And Tommy Dreamer really didn't seem, at this point now, to be too thrilled that he had this man as his partner.
Well, Dreamer, you know, he's not his fruits ain't in all in one basket either, so.
Well, we'll see if we can get a word from Sandman.
Don't get him too close, because I think you can get drunk just by being around him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a brief intermission while we set up for the steel cage main event.
That sounds like a good idea.
Just please be patient.
Which will be the main event.
Up there.
The New Age Outlaws, Rick and Scott Steiner.
John Cena circle, man!
Stanton, Virginia, welcome to the Dog House. Well, you know me that did on the double G, always kicking that shit, doggy style. Now then, let's see if we can make a little noise. Up in this bitch! Here we go.
We got the New Age Outlaws going against the Steiners, Rick and Scott Steiner. This is a dream match, Nick Burke. The very first time these guys have ever faced each other that I know of. And tonight, it's a dream match inside a 15-foot steel cage.
What better than a 15-foot steel cage to have the dream match of each and every wrestling fan? What better place than a steel cage to have the Road Dogg and his partner Billy Gunn saying their sayings inside that steel cage?
Wait a minute. I think you got the wrong saying there.
I think he's playing games here in Virginia.
Yes.
If you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you.
Wow, we haven't heard that phrase in a long time.
I want to see how this crowd reacts when Rick and Scott Steiner come out here. They're going to explode.
I think I'm hearing the dogs barking now.
There's been great cage matches with Jimmy Superfly Snuka against Don Bronco. We're talking about legendary cage matches, the War Games. We're talking about even bigger cage matches with Bob Backlund and Jimmy Snuka. But tonight, the Steiners versus the New Age Outlaws. What a match!
That's a legend in the making.
Here they are.
The dog face gremlin.
Look how Jack Scotty is.
Papa Pump. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans are on their feet. This is going to be a slobber knocker.
I haven't even remembered the last time these guys were teaming up together, Rick and Scott. This could be the first time in a long time giving Billy and his partner, you know, the advantage.
Is this Christmas in April?
You're watching this DVD brought to you by RF Video. Be sure to check out the latest videotapes and DVDs at rfvideo.com. Cheap plug. Scott Steiner getting in the cage real quickly. Here we go. Rick Steiner coming in behind him.
Is this match about to get underway right now? Oh, no. They're going to hold it up. We're going to wait for the bell.
Now, one has to think that both of these tag teams want to prove that they are the superior tag team. Both of these guys have teamed up for years together. It is going to be a true test. If you were to, a betting man, who would you be betting on right now?
I don't know what to go with, the youth or the knowledge.
Scott Steiner wants to know who the fans are going to support here. Wow, it looks like Scott Steiner woke up on the wrong side of bed today.
I don't think the fans are appreciating this one. If I was a fan, in which I am, I'd be mighty pissed off. And let me tell you something, I'm pissed off.
As my brother and I get done beating the snot out of you two punks, we're going to go in the crowd and beat every woman, man, child, we can get all stuck to no good here.
Rick Steiner also very upset with the crowd. They must have had some bad food or something at Waffle House.
It's fucking cold out here.
Waffle House is like the Red Lobster here in Virginia.
You can't say that, Nick Burke. There's people from Virginia viewing this DVD.
I'm just saying that they indeed make great food.
Oh, okay.
At the Waffle House.
Looks like it's going to be Scott Steiner starting out this match.
Now I have a question. Is this going to be a traditional tag match where they have to tag in and out? Or is this going to be a barn burner of a reckless house, should I say? I'm lost for words. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, I'm so wrapped up in the excitement.
You damn Holly Davidson, I'll knock the hell out of you, dude. All right, let's all pretend we're having fun now.
Steiner brothers in a rare tag team appearance, actually, against the good old New Age Outlaws, the one Billy Gunn and Road Dogg Jesse James.
Now I have a question. The same question that Rob Feinstein just earlier asked me.
Is it Feinstein or Feinstein, by the way?
It's whatever way you want to say. I say Feinstein, you say Feinstein.
Okay.
I say tomato, you say tomato.
Now, I had the same discussion with Bruiser Graham here. Was the same, but anyway, you were going to say.
Exactly, who is a better team right now? We do have legends of the 80s and legends of the 90s. Exactly which team is going to actually battle it out and come on top?
Well, the big point here is that both teams, all four wrestlers, have remained active. None of them have stopped wrestling. So, in my opinion, pre-match, this is already an equal contest.
I see where you're coming from. Do you think it's muscle and brains, or do you think it's youth and athleticism?
I think it's a combination of both, actually.
Well, you have to pick one or the other. You can't be indecisive and root for both teams. Big Papa Pumps just said earlier, you can't root for both teams.
No, I'm not rooting for.
You have to pick one. Do you pick the Steiners or do you pick the Outlaws?
Mr. Burke, I'm a broadcaster and a journalist, so I have to be impartial. You have to understand.
I understand.
I can't do that. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Condrey, our commissioner, may we have a word with you here for a moment? Mr. Condrey, you've been appointed the commissioner of Ward Family Promotions, and you put on an absolutely excellent card here tonight at the Harley-Davidson here. And what about future plans for other cards here, sir?
You know, we're going to try to start doing this Bill Apter once a year. And like you have said, sir, this has been a very, very excellent matches tonight. We brought some of the best talent in the country here tonight. Speaking of the Steiners, you got the James gang out there. I'm telling you, buddy, it's been a terrific. I've been up on the hill there watching it myself tonight. I kind of marked out a couple of times myself. I've seen some excellent matches. I really, really have enjoyed tonight. I know the fans have.
Well, I have to ask you, this is the first time you have ever stepped out of wrestling into a commissioner position. And what made you decide to do that?
Well, I guess you could say it's the money. They have, you know, they hit me in the pocketbook with quite a bit of money, and I really enjoyed money, you know, just like everyone else does. But I really took this as a challenge because, like you said, Bill Apter, this is the first time I have gotten out of the ring and did this. I really have still got that burning desire to be in the ring, but I must have fun watching all this stuff, and I'm telling you, it was great matches, great names on the card, and we're going to do it again once a year.
Now wait a minute, I just want to back up, ask you one more question because I know you have to watch this match. The question is, the Midnight Express, which you were part of for such a long time, was not a team that really abided by rules of any commissions. So how can you in good conscience probably say that you'd be a fair commissioner the way your team handled themselves?
You know, you're exactly right there, and that's actually a very easy question to answer because every once in a while in your life, you know, you want to try to go down the right path. And like you said, Bill Apter, we have been, Bobby Eden, myself, Jim Cornette, we have been going down the wrong road here for a few years now, and we still may go down it some more. And as a matter of fact, there's some things said tonight here at the matches I really haven't cared to hear. You talking about all these teams coming out here, how great they are,
like the Steiners,
like the James gang. You know, to me and Bobby and Jimmy, talking is cheap. Anybody can come out here and talk. You got to show us. You got to get in the ring and get down. We'll come off the top rope on you and squash you. We'll do what we have to do to win. It doesn't matter to the Midnight Express. And
like you call it down the middle because you were a rule breaker. Here in a commission position, how can you put yourself into that?
I can call it down the middle because, see, I know every little cheap route there is. I've done them before.
So you know what to look for.
I know exactly what to look for. I've seen some stuff here tonight. I've seen a bunch of shortcuts here tonight. And don't get me wrong, I'll be the first to admit I've done a lot of shortcuts in my days. But I've seen some here, and like I say, I've heard some things here tonight that I really don't care for. Every team that's gotten in the ring tonight is the best team in the world. I don't understand that. We're 9-time world champions. Some of these teams have never won the world belts before. Now, how can you say that, Bill Apter? Explain that to me.
No, I do understand. But at the moment, I'm not copping out on your question, but I'm trying to concentrate now and getting back to this match with the Steiners, and there's Rick Steiner raking the eyes of Billy Gunn.
And you know, this is very, you know, I've seen the Steiners on top in this business as what you might say, good guys. And I've seen them try to be mean guys. And you know, I just really think the Steiners, you know, as good as they can wrestle, these are wrestling machines, the Steiners. They don't need to take these shortcuts. This is the thing I don't understand. They don't need to take shortcuts.
There's Rick Steiner bashing the head of Billy Gunn into the cage. Nick?
I'm just caught up in the action. I don't even know exactly what you guys were saying. I was caught up in the action. It's so intense right now, exactly what's happening. What we've seen was...
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner.
Oh, my God, look at this.
We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. We got cage, we got pillar to post, we got the cage going, about to fall off here, and we would just like to bring it back to the match here. what's going on is we have Mr. James in there getting beat up. I'm sorry, Mr. Gunn in there getting beat up.
There's that belly-to-belly
suplex
by Scott Steiner. And the referee now making the count.
And the save by B.G. James.
Mr. Commissioner, while you're still here, is a pinfall counted as a win here, or does the competitor have to go through the door or over the cage?
To win this match is a pinfall, or somebody gets out of the cage. If you get out of the cage, you win, or, definitely a pinfall.
Thank you, sir.
Well, as we just seen, when Billy Gunn went headfirst into that door, that almost fell apart. How is that going to be something to hold in these two tag teams when that thing's about to fall off?
Actually, these two tag teams here, they do not want to get out of this ring. They want to beat each other up for a while. There's some real bad blood here, guys. They don't want out of the ring right now. They want to hang. That was an awful shot right there. That was an awful shot right there. It took his head off. Sure took his head off. Scott Steiner's in trouble. He's woozy. He is woozy. He's in trouble right now. And see, these guys don't want out right now, guys. They want to beat each other up for a while.
Looks to me like the fans want a tag to be made. They want to get the Mr. James in there to go beat up Mr. Steiner, and I don't think it's going to happen.
Actually, I think there are more fans here rooting for. Oh, there's a
drop kick. I think this tag might happen.
Drop kick by Billy Gunn. And again, you're watching all the action here at Hogamania in Staunton, Virginia, at the Shenandoah Harley-Davidson. And thank you, Mr. Condrey, who will be going back toward the ring to watch the match here. As the Road Dogg using those patented moves to take Scott Steiner down.
Can we see? There it is, a knee drop.
And
ever so famous. Oh,
Rick Steiner
breaking up the pin.
You've wrestled many tag team matches. In the tag team matches that you've wrestled,
there's a low blow by Scott Steiner. I don't think the ref saw it.
There's that belly to belly. In the tag team matches that you've been in, there's a 1, 2, only a 2 count. Tag team matches you've been in, is it always your duty to protect your partner from being pinned?
Oh, it always is, absolutely. It's your duty to protect the partner from being pinned. And once you have control of that match, it's your duty to actually keep your opponent in your side and in your corner. What you want to do, you want to cut the ring in half. You want to keep your opponent over there so the tag does not made like we did see before. Now,
very astute observation.
On the Steiner's behalf, what happened was as soon as the tag was made, the freshman was about to make the comeback, but it got cut off because they are cheaters. They kicked the low blow, and the ref didn't see it, because if the ref would have seen it, I think the whole entire match would have been thrown out. But what the Steiners did was they were smart enough to distract the referee, hit the low blow, and take advantage again. And now what we need to do is we need to have Mr. James get back up on top and make the tag to Billy Gunn. And then I tell you, I don't think that the Steiners have too much up their sleeves to be able to come back to that.
Well, right now, as you can see, it is the Steiners in charge, as Scott Steiner has got a very powerful vice-like chin lock on the Road Dogg.
And those pythons that he's got on those arms, let me tell you something. It is something that's going to probably knock off the circulation to the head from the blood, and it's going to be able to knock off the breathing. So I don't think that, the Road Dogg.
Well, wait a minute. As you're saying that, the Road Dogg seems to be powering
proving me
his way
wrong
up.
time and time again. That Road Dogg just does it.
Road Dogg with those elbows to the midsection.
Oh, and a big clothesline, a fist club to the head.
Actually, that seemed like a Steiner line there.
Whatever it was, it just knocked him right down.
Now here comes that great double teaming work by the Steiners. Actually, there wasn't much double teaming there at all. I spoke too soon.
Scott was just holding him so that Rick could come over and throw another hit to him. A cheap hit, might I say.
Rick Steiner with those powerful fists knocking the Road Dogg down. The dog-faced gremlin now arguing with the referee. And have you ever wrestled any one of these 4 competitors?
I wrestled against Mr. James over there. I wrestled against him one time in another promotion. Unfortunately, I was on the losing end of that, so I do know the power that he does contain.
And Steiner now
He's
tormenting Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn wants a piece of it, and if you look over there, Scott Steiner has a piece of the Road Dog, and he's choking him.
Absolutely, and behind the referee's back. Hey, I didn't do anything.
Referee can't give a 5 count on that one or disqualify. Because he did not see it. You cannot disqualify what you did not see.
Road Dog Jesse James trying everything to try and get to his senses. Rick Steiner kneeing him into the chest.
I saw a boot.
From my direction here, it looked like a knee.
Well, you know what, from where I'm standing, I saw a boot. And look at that, the cheating of Scott Steiner choking the Road Dog.
Well, the Steiners had, and the other team also, perfectly trained in diversionary tactics.
Right. So now the referee cannot see what's going on when his back is turned towards him. The ropes, and every time they hit the
Steiner line by Rick Steiner. Once again, weakening the Road Dog.
You gotta imagine every time they go and hit those ropes, they're also hitting their back on that steel cage, which is definitely taking a little bit toll on them.
2 count as Rick Steiner tries to finish off the Road Dog.
Reaching down inside, and he's kicking out with everything he's got. He's trying to not let his partner down. That's something that's very, you got to keep in the back of your mind. He's trying not to let his partner down, as well as let the fans down. He does not want to let these fans down.
Steiner now working on the neck.
He has a crossface, and there comes Billy Gunn with the kick to the head. And the referee.
Once again, that double teaming by the Steiners. Referee cannot keep track.
And another crossface. It looks to me, I don't know.
Hard to see from my position here. Just for the people watching this DVD, we do not have a monitor hooked up in front of us, so we are looking from the broadcast position.
That's right. Their backs is to the broadcast position.
So at home, while you're watching this on RF video, you can actually determine what the hold is, because we do have a camera down at ringside.
That's right. And if you just missed it, I'm going to tell you what you just saw. You just saw the Dogface Gremlin come in and kick the back of the Road Dog.
Well, don't you think that Billy Gunn would do that if the referee's back was turned?
You know what? I would have to throw a doubt in there, because Billy Gunn has faith in his partner, that his partner will come up and make the tag eventually.
I don't know if he thinks that.
Looks like an armbar is being worked on, working on that shoulder. If that shoulder can be ripped off, and the tendons in there can be ripped off, and that does not feel too well. That is an injury.
You know that from being in there.
Indeed, I do.
And it's the Road Dog now trying to make a comeback.
It's a back and forth action.
Fighting tooth and nail.
And a low blow again.
Steiner missing with that Steiner line.
Oh, it's a double clothesline. They bagged heads, attempted for a double clothesline. Looks like he banged heads. They're both down now. We could have a double first. I think we might have a double count out. They could be both down, smacking your head on your opponent, skull to skull. That could really knock you down for a good 10 to 15 seconds. And that's all they need is 15 seconds, or excuse me, 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
But the referee's not even counting, so it looks like it's a tag, another tag. Oh, house of fire. Here comes Billy Gunn. A punch, another punch. Oh, another punch, and here goes the cage. We have the Road Dog in the corner. He's just getting his breath back. I can't wait to see him back in action. We have Billy Gunn going from corner to corner. A big splash.
A big splash by Billy Gunn, and now Gunn kicking to the midsection of Rick Steiner, whipping him into the corner. Another splash, this time onto Rick Steiner, kicking him in, and he's going for it. Is he going for the famouser?
Oh, he scoops
Rick Steiner!
Right into the referee,
We have no referee now.
The referee is knocked out. A clothesline.
Steiner with that Steiner line. Road Dog attacking Steiner. Scott Steiner taking Road Dog, bashing him into the cage, into that mesh. What's Rick Steiner doing?
He's ripping off the door of the cage. I can't believe it. What's happening? The power of this man ripping off that door. Looks like he's getting out. He wants out. He wants out. You know what, Mr. Carter was wrong.
Rick Steiner is out, which technically means...
Wait a minute, he's bringing in a foreign object.
He's won the match, but...
He's bringing in a foreign object. He's got a chair.
Rick Steiner brandishing a chair, and now Scott Steiner going out of the ring.
What does he want? He's pulling out James.
Oh! bashing Road Dogg's head into the ring steps. Rick Steiner in the ring now with that chair. A sitting duck. Look! The sitting duck, Billy Gunn, ducks. And there it is!
The famous...
But we have no referee!
We could hear a 3 count. Where is Condrey now?
Wait a minute. He's got the referee up. 1, 2, 3. And yes,
we have a winner!
Billy Gunn. Scott Steiner going crazy, attacking the referee. Steiner absolutely going crazy. And there he takes the chair to the Billy Gunn. Unbelievable, the Steiners wreaking havoc and winning this match against Road Dogg and #1 Billy Gunn. And Nick Burke, I certainly want to thank you for broadcasting in this main event with me.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be able to broadcast a match like this on this caliber, a steel cage match between the Outlaws and the Steiners. I'm telling you something, it was an honor for me to sit alongside with you, Mr. Wonderful Willie Apter.
Very appreciated. And now let's see if we... A word... Steiners or the New Age Outlaws, and see what thoughts are crossing their minds now. We'll try and grab the Steiners for an interview right now as they make their way up the ramp here. Scott Steiner arguing with the fans, and we'll see if we can talk with him. Scott Steiner, Scott Steiner, may we have a word with you and your brother, please? Rick, may we have an aftermath? A lot of double teaming there going on, a lot of illegal tactics. I guess they don't want to say anything. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, we will see if we can get a word with Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. The Steiners refusing to talk with us, and for obvious reasons. Let's see, actually, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn are asking for the microphone. Let's turn our cameras around and see what they have to say.
If you ain't down with the New Age Outlaws, just whooping your ass. We got 2 words for you.
All right, let's see if we can get a word from Road Dogg and Jesse James. Road Dogg, come on over here. A very tough loss for you guys, attributed to obvious illegal tactics and double teaming. What would you like to tell our audience?
First of all, Bill Apter, I'd like to tell you this. We didn't lose. We won. No matter how badass the Steiner brothers are, the greatest tag team in professional wrestling history came out victorious.
Mr. Gunn, sir, I just want to see if your partner would like to say anything before he goes back to the dressing room. Sir, would you care to say something about this?
No, because I don't want to talk to you.
Is there a problem with me?
Yeah, I don't like you.
You don't like your comb over.
Yeah.
No one else has
I personally don't like you.
Okay, no, but no one else.
No.
But on a business level, would you talk to me?
No, because I still don't like you.
Okay,
I do all the speaking for Billy. He says your comb over is horrible. We won. We beat the Steiners, the baddest son of a bitches on the face of the earth. You're looking at the tag team of wrestling. There's nobody that can hold a candle to us, Bill Apter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even at a residual.
I understand that. Thank you.
You know what one of those are?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, because I said it wrong. See, that just shows you how stupid you are.
No, I know what a residual is.
No, you don't. You've never gotten one of those. Because everything you've done or everything you've written never sells because it sucks.
Oh, Bill Apter.
Do you still want my comments?
Bill, I'm sorry.
No, we can do without them at the moment.
Okay, can I leave now because I'm freezing my ass off?
I would love you to leave.
Thank you.
I would look forward to it.
Let me make up for that. I apologize for his comments.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
Give us the talk. Well, it's been a wonderful evening here. Thank you, sir. It's been a wonderful evening here at Hogamania. For Hogamania, this is Bill Apter, and we'll see you at the matches.